disagree with that, Skip.
Okay,
let me tell you why.
I don't see another option where I say, okay, that's going to fix it. That's going to put you back in a favorites position.
It might not fix it, but the big domino that needs to fall. Kevin Durant must leave Golden State.
That helps.
If he leaves Golden State,
that at least opens or cracks the door.
Yes,
it cracks the door.
Because as long as he's there, Skip, it doesn't matter.
Okay, I'm with you, but you still. Okay, let's go back to the Howard Beck report.
Okay.
And this is what really troubles me about this. And again, now we're back to the Woj bomb about that there's dysfunction at the top. And quoting from Howard Beck's Bleacher Report, rival executives generally have little faith in the Lakers' inexperienced front office, given the many mistakes they've made in the last year. Well, for me, I'm such a big Magic Johnson fan that when I hear that, it just shocks my brain. Like, inexperienced Magic Johnson? Like, he has basketball genius. But I have to sit back and think, well, in that capacity, yeah, he's inexperienced.
He's a novice, yeah.
Okay. Rob Pelinka, a longtime agent for Kobe Bryant. Does he not know the NBA landscape? Sure, he does. But in that job, would you say he's inexperienced?
Yes.
Okay. Have either of them shown you any metal here? Have any of them, either of these guys, shown you, oh, boy, they're ahead of the curve on this or that?
Right.
Well, they didn't, because Brook Lopez allowed to leave, and then worse, Julius Randle allowed to leave.
Right.
And then the moves they made, no shooters, playmakers, I don't know if LeBron was complicit or not, but it wasn't good.
Right.
And all the way down to the Zubats trade, that's just mind-blowing. I know it's a little big thing, but it's huge little thing.
I agree.
For Muscala, what?
Right.
And he barely plays.
And the thing, Skip, is that when you look at it, they're like guys, when you're talking about Magic, they know who Magic Johnson is, but they would be playing for Magic, not with Magic.
And remember, Jerry Buss pointed this out, and I don't think he was taking a shot. He was just stating a fact. Jerry Buss said, I'm not going to give Magic any credit for signing LeBron, because I think nobody could have knocked on LeBron's door at whatever time you said they were there.
They came an hour early.
Okay, it came an hour early at 11. Is that what it was?
Yes.
Okay, nobody could have knocked on his door, and he could have just picked up his cell phone and called Jeannie Buss and said, sign me up, because he was coming here.
Right.
He already lived here.
Right.
He wants to finish here. So clearly that wasn't a Magic bonanza that he pulled off, right? That was, it wouldn't have mattered who it was.
I think, these new age where, okay, we're the Lakers, we're the Celtics. No, you're going to have to go down and you're going to have to pull up your sleeves and you're going to have to show them a presentation. And you're going to have to show them this is what we're willing, this is how we're going to work. LeBron, Skip, Kyrie's last year in Cleveland, he shot the ball 76 more times than LeBron while playing 2 fewer games.
Okay.
LeBron does not have a problem conceding the ball if you know what the hell you're doing with it when you have it.
Okay.
He would, Skip, you saw him give the ball up to Kyrie in the fourth quarter because, like you said, Kyrie can close. He would have no problem conceding. KD, do your thing. Kawhi, do your thing. Kyrie, you've already done it, so I know what you're capable of doing. He would have no problem. Now, where you would run into the problem with LeBron is that when he gives the ball up, you don't know what the hell you're doing with it. Then all of a sudden you see him, Skip, give me the ball. Because I let you have it too long, and that's why we're in the predicament that we're in. So I don't have a problem. I don't think LeBron would have a problem. You're talking about, well, LeBron has never really played off the ball. Well, he's really felt he didn't have anybody that can control the offense that would allow him to play off the ball.
But he was born to have the ball in his hands. He's just that good.
He is. I believe he's better. You believe he's better with the ball in his hands.
I just do.
But if he has KD and Kawhi, Skip, they're all threes. They all can facilitate an offense and need the ball. But I believe he and KD would work the best together because we've seen them in the last 2 All-Star games.
They'd be fine.
Yes.
So I don't know if these big free agents are going to sit back and say, that organization is a wreck because the owner thinks this, and Magic seems to be kind of on the outs, and we had LeVar. And again, sometimes I give LeVar credit for being ahead of curves, and he said, I'm not sure Magic's any more than a figurehead. I'm paraphrasing what he said. But I keep saying, why don't we hear from Magic? Have you heard from Magic at all?
No, not really.
I don't get it.
He was celebrating. He was jumping up and down on Sunday. I saw him. You saw him Sunday?
I did.
Jumping up and down.
Well, fair enough. I guess we have seen him happy about that.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
Okay. So is he in control? Does he have authority and autonomy?
Well, I believe he has control, but I believe Jeannie Buss has the ultimate control. But here's the thing. You get those guys, you might have to do something that's unprecedented. I don't know how often this happens. you get Rob, you get Magic, you get Jeannie Buss, you get LeBron, and you talk to them and says, okay, this is what we envisioned. This is how we envisioned it. Tell us what you're thinking. What are some of the other pieces? Skip, hey, look, I'm sure I got to show you my hand, Skip. That's the only way you're gonna play. I got to show you my hand.
And now it looks like Luke's out, but I think Jeannie's going to have the final say on that. And I'm not sure she's going to sign off on letting him go because she seems to like him a lot. So are you going to have Luke back again? Is it Ty Lue? Is it Juwan Howard? We're going to talk about that later in the show. I don't know. It's just everything's up in the air and it's upheaval inside the Lakers.
But what if these guys what if KD or Kyrie or Luke's got to go? Then what do you do?
Well, I'm thinking LeBron is saying that. And now I don't know how much say he has. So.
Oh, you never have the same say than what you had in your original organization. That's never the case, Skip.
Okay. So Howard Beck ends with the quote that you said earlier about, it's from assistant GM. If they win, LeBron gets all the credit. If they lose, you get all the blame if you're the co-star. Well, this is what Kevin Durant said about 2 months ago. He said it's a toxic situation because there are so many, as he said, he called them fanboys in the media who protect LeBron to a fault because they're going to scapegoat his co-star because he is the GOAT to them.
But here's the thing, though. It's been a long time. I don't know if LeBron has ever had a star that's equal billing. Kevin Durant would get equal billing.
It changes everything.
That's what Skip. And Kyrie was great. D Wade was great, but I don't know if people looked at D Wade and says D Wade is the equal of LeBron James when he first arrived because LeBron was a two-time MVP, league MVP, even though Dwayne was a Finals MVP. I just believe that KD and LeBron, the way they're viewed now, they're equal billing. They're co-headliners. So you can't say one without the other. Skip, normally, when you have guys of equal billing, equal footing, if you lose, they get share of the blame. It's the lesser tier guys that all of a sudden, he didn't show up or they didn't make shots. So I don't think that would be true. I just believe that if Kawhi and KD or Kyrie would come there, I believe if things don't go well, LeBron's gonna get some of the blame also.
So Rick Bucher sat right here yesterday and said Kevin Durant is going to the Knicks. That's almost a foregone conclusion among most NBA executives at this point.
Yes.
And I'm guessing Kyrie would join him, but I'm not sure about that. But then both Rick and Howard Beck of Bleacher Report make the point that all of a sudden the Clippers are a much more favorable and appealing destination because they got such a passionate owner. They got one of the best coaches in Doc, and they got Jerry West, the great Jerry West, overseeing. So they have no dysfunction at the top, and they got cap space. Okay? And now the Knicks are appealing just because they're about to have their worst record in franchise history. But David Fizdale is a lightning rod. He's attractive superstars, right?
LeBron loves him.
Okay, you still have James Dolan overseeing, which is not a good thing. But you got the mitigator in between. You got David Fizdale, and you got a chance to go save the Knicks, right? And don't discount Brooklyn Nets now because they have a strong front office, and they look like they have a strong and bright future, and they got cap space.
Yeah, but I don't see how Kyrie fits into Brooklyn with D'Angelo Russell.
All right, well,
they're basically the same. They're the same guy.
Okay, but it's not the old foregone conclusion. Hollywood's got cap space.
No.
Everybody's coming to Hollywood. They're not coming. And now let's get to the final X factor. And I'm not trying to pile on. I'm not trying to beat the dead horse. I want to see KD and Kyrie here next year, whether you like it or not. You could say, well, is LeBron the third wheel? I don't care what wheel he is. He needs this. I think the NBA needs this. I think the Lakers, as an historic franchise, deserve this at this point.
At this point in time, Skip Bayless, hell, he can be a bicycle wheel.
Okay.
If KD and Kyrie going to come here and they're going to win some titles, I'm all for it.
Okay, because the final question here, the biggest X factor now that you have to face is LeBron starting to hit the age wall? Because I don't know yet. I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt to say, okay, Make it up in the offseason. Shoot 100 free throws a day. Work out every day, full court on your basketball court, outside your trailer on Space Jam. Come back with a vengeance. Make a run at next year's MVP. Right. I'm willing to give you that because he's that great. But from what I saw this year, it was troubling to me that he's starting to hit the wall. And this is what KD and Kyrie would ultimately have to ask themselves: is he in decline? Can he help us enough? Like, it's not a question of how much help LeBron needs. Is he able to help them enough? Or is he going to be injury prone? Is he too committed? Is he sharing his focus with Hollywood now, as most people think? I said that from the start, and now most people are leaning in that direction.
If LeBron James had shooters, he's averaged, what, 8.6, 8.3 assists this year. If he had shooters,
you could make the case.
What would his assist total be? Because it's not like he's passing the ball to guys that are knockdown shooters. Because remember, Russ had a historic night the other night, but what must happen in order for you to get that assist total? Guys must knock down shots. And the one thing that we saw with the Lakers this year was the inconsistency of shooting the basketball.
Okay. So here's my bottom line stat for you. LeBron James versus Michael Jordan through age 34.
Yes.
Just through age 30. We know that Jordan had missed a couple seasons and some, okay?
Yes.
But how many more minutes has LeBron played now at age 34 than Michael had through age 34 seasons?
The equivalent of 4 seasons.
It's 13,000 minutes.
Yes.
Think about that.
Yeah.
13,000
more than Michael had as he finished his Bulls run.
I'm glad
his final year.
And I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
So I want you to never bring up again, at age 34, Michael was the MVP. At the age of 34, he took a team to the NBA Finals. I'm glad you brought that up. Led the NBA in scoring.
You left out a key one. He was first team all defense.
LeBron
heart and desire.
At the same age, LeBron James had played 4 more seasons.
All right. So I want you to remember that you co-signed on this number, because it could be that Father Time is just tapping him on the shoulder where he's starting to wear out and break down.
He ain't.
How do you know?
Because
nobody knows for sure.
Skip, you don't know until he slams the door in your face. Have you seen? Look. The thing is, we make it seem like that LeBron is averaging 15, 8, and 6.
You're right. He's still getting the numbers.
He's still right on his numbers, Skip. But what about the other guys?
I'm out. Yeah. Career worst free throws.
Yes.
Career worst defensive win shares. Second all-time of his career worst offensive win shares. Not enough impact on scoreboard. 28 and 27 in the games he played.
And again, you remember everybody was talking about, oh, this is the best team LeBron has played it with. It's way better. And remember, I told you, hold up. Hold up. Not so fast. Win shares. What about those guys he's playing with? Y'all make it seem like he played with the Harlem Globetrotters.
I'm going to give you all those excuses. I'm going to wait and see what happens next year. But I think we both agree he needs a whole bunch of more help than he had this year.
Oh, really?
Right? Well, I'm just saying, at his age and stage, he needs a lot more help.
I just want all these writers and all these NBA pundits to tell me the guy that could have took this Lakers team to the NBA Finals, be it Steph, KD, Kyrie, James Harden, Kawhi. I just need them to tell me.
There's only one, and he used to play in Chicago.
There you go.
Only one.
You ruined everything.
We're going to stay talking about Father Time, guys, because we're transitioning to Tom Brady. Is he about to